All right. So, the general plan is you're gonna yeehaw back on over to that quest. Get this going. We'll do it probably about like 2 hours of Diablo 4. Then I'll swap over to Soulstone. I'll see if it'll let me use the Gotcha. Well, that's a nice way to start off stream. There's any. Well, loot goblin off the rip. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I think the little meter thing that's like, oh, your horse and you fall off. So dumb. So dumb. Like, I don't know what is it with like Blizzard and just not letting people just be on their mounts and go about their business and doing their stuff. Like, they always have to add these little extra things. Like World of Warcraft where certain statuses like dismount you. It's just like, in a PvP situation, understandable. Like, completely understandable, right? In a PvE scenario, it's just annoying. It's just an annoying pain in the ass. Like, I just want to get on the horse and get from point A to point B and not worry about every little thing that could potentially knock me off of my mount. Right? Like, it doesn't seem so bad yet, right? It doesn't seem too bad. This is more of like a preemptive annoyance. Because from what I understand, the one part that was actually really annoying with the mounted stuff isn't really all that annoying anymore. Or at least supposedly they removed it. I remember there was something they said they removed from like the mounting thing with like bandits or whatever that people weren't too happy with. I am a little curious to see how long run. I haven't gotten knocked off yet, right? We ran through a bunch of mobs before. So. It might not be that big a deal. It might be one of those systems that it's like, it's in the game, but it's like not in the game, like if that makes sense.
I must wait.
Oh, there's a cooldown on that. We're in the general area.
I don't have enough fuel.
They call me Hazelnuts. Okay. Yeah, things feel like I do think I'm under leveled because I think it's at 40 plus this area.
Bears an image of a snake.
Okay, so it seems that if it gets like, if you get dismounted to do like a quest or something, it doesn't put it on cold.
I'm out of fury. Ready yet.
I'll be all right.
I got that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Where did you even come from, bro? I swear, RPGs, they just love being a bitch. Passive. I might try to cap out that one. If I take this, the point is I'd have to drop something, and I kind of like everything that I have right now. What is it called down there? 44.1 seconds. Move speed wouldn't be bad. I think it was like the for now. I'll probably look up a build or whatever when I get towards max level. Get some more legendaries under my, I almost called them uniques. More legendaries under my belt. Is stick. Okay. Ooh. Nice. There's no way he got that off before I killed him. Hello.
The villagers, those fools. They wouldn't listen when we demanded the gems to open the temple, but I hear them still, their warnings. 4 of us are dead.
I don't know what the fuck. There's no shot it made me just drop the fucking eye going into this. Why the hell did it do that, bro? Are you shitting me? For what reason should I drop the eye just because I'm trying to do a fucking basement thing? How does that even make any sense, Blizzard? Like, it's a quest item. Leave it in the fucking inventory. Don't fuck with it. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, man, like, that makes no sense. Damaging elite. I think this one's better. I also like the way the armor looks better. Like, I'm just trying to get a little bit more XP. And they're like, nah, we're just gonna fucking force you to drop the quest item because we decided that we wanted to bind it to this one area instead of just letting you, you know, go off and do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I have a feeling like what that means is that like if like you got DC'd for whatever reason, then like you were probably going to be fucked. Because what it means is if you're DC'd, it probably like instantly drops the eye and then you have to go find it again. Like that's so, like it's such a dumb thing. Like why would they do that? Just like make it a quest item, just stays in your inventory. Oh my goodness. Another one of Blizzard's usuals. Let's add something that's completely unnecessary for, you know, shits and giggles. Like that serves no purpose. Like realistically speaking, like I have a quest item from Shattered Peaks in my inventory. That's a side quest item. It's not, you know, it's not one that I was given by an NPC. It's one I picked up off the ground. Like it literally just makes no sense for that to be like that. Jesus Christ. Oh, I have to search the code. Like I don't like they just love doing that. Like I don't understand the point behind them like making an item where you literally can't go and do anything else while you have it. Like if it was a time thing, sure, whatever, fine. But it's not. It's literally just come bring the things and put them into the eyes. Knock knock, motherfucker. Whatever. Carry on. Also, unfortunately, it makes me kind of sad that the first unique two-handed mace we get, like the model on it, just looks so bad. Like I thought it would be kind of like Sauron's mace, but it's literally like with some thingies, some fingies. It's like a worse version of the shop one, right? Alright, I can't get that till 40. They should just like put this further down the tree. How are you? No idea. But what is it? I think it, yeah, this one.
Very good.
It's like a worse version of this. I dig this though. That looks really cool. I find it interesting though how like the weapons aren't class specific, right? Like this outfit is very much like barbarian only, right? It shows as much. I do like the tattoos. I'm not about to drop 26 bucks on this shit though. But the weapons are like I can use this on a druid, which I would. Looks cool. Also, this is basically Crimson Hair from Dynasty Warriors. But yeah, it's basically just like a worse version of that. Oh, it's because this is multiple projectile thing. I was like, how did he summon 3? And it's because he has like the multiple projectile jerk.
I'm low on fury. I need more fury.
Oh, that's right. I think 9.5 dropped. We might be fitting in some TFT during the week. Because I need to at the very least get diamond again. Because the minimum is getting gold to make sure I get the PvP skin, like both PvP skins. Or at least both colors of the PvP skin. I know I'm gonna do that, I may as well just go for diamond again. I think aside from like the first half that like the set 8 where I didn't really have too much time to like learn and get up there, I've been able to hit diamond the other two, like in set 8.5 and set 9. I'm curious what I'm hoping the state of 9.5 just feels better than like set 8 or set 9 had this weird like yo-yoing that they kept doing.
This must be it.
Like it almost felt like they didn't have time to. I just tried to put totals down. He has like no wind up for that. I'm telling you, I don't know why. Diablo devs just love doing fights where it just it's on the ground.
My burden is too great.
Good, you found the incense. I'll keep it safe for us.
While you were gone, Timur warmed up to us. Well, to Laura.
Nero.
She says there's an altar. That's what the incense is for. It's not.
He got the schmoo. He's like, hey yo girl, how you do? Slide on over here. There you go. That's what they said, Laura. He knows how to butter him up. He just like Zephy for real, for real. What's up, Zephy?
Use these.
Ah, you can.
Bring us back something shiny.
First Carlo, now Leo.
Look, it's alright, you know, you chase the older. It's okay, I won't judge you, Zephy. I know how thirsty you be. That's why you have that title that everybody knows about.
You can't be serious, Tomiris. Morgan's folly is lost, in ruins. Going back is...
This isn't like before. This isn't for the fort, for Akarat. Surely you understand that.
Oh, we almost have the full exceptional set. Wait, where'd the Coven? I had a pair of Coven pants that I was holding on to. Wait, do we have the whole thing? I don't think so, right? Yeah, no, I think we're missing the chest piece and the helmet. So we have the gloves. Belt. Boots. As we're missing the chest piece, the helmet. I hate that they don't just let me choose like what color palettes I want. Like what color I want and what part. Like I can't see what it would look like in different parts. May not be empty, but they ain't full either. Whatever you say. Whatever you. Who am I to tell you what to chase? What to sip on? Badonk stick. Alright, there we go. Do the other thing. Oh, so that doesn't stack. I guess it stacks if you dual wield them, not if you like have multiple. You know, I'd be surprised if one of the DLC classes wasn't a paladin and or an Amazon. I feel like both of those are pretty easy tie-ins with the current weapons. Again. Blizzard. Thank you. I don't know why it does that. It just like lags and doesn't let me like move zones.
But why did Kirill believe the Horadrim would be a solution? The incense should provide us with the path to the tree.
I can say that the time for questions, Neyrelle.
I have a bonk stick. We're fine.
Damn. They must attract our scent.
I need more fury.
When you're ready, light the incense.
The psychedelics.
What now?
We wait for the path to appear.
The path is all in the mind. Holy shit, that's a big ass snake. Something tells me the incense is for like sacrificing or some shit, maybe. That or this is some sort of like giant snake god, or it's just psychedelics. Man, it would suck to be like someone who doesn't like snakes really badly
Hey,
in this part.
come on. Wake up. I think it worked.
How long were we out?
I don't know. But I see
I have a
something.
ball. It's a big ass snake.
This creature. It's magnificent. I can.
Serpent?
You don't see it?
No. Only a cloud of smoke.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. I was like, there's no way we're backtracking.
Bloody hell. I see the serpent now.
What do the scales show you?
A deer caught in a trap.
Watch out!
Do my parents own a bakery? Why, do you want a piece of my cake? Is that what it is, Haru? Cutie pie? Hello, Haru. How was your week?
There's an opening beneath the serpent. Just big enough for me.
I don't know why, like from you, like I feel
think
like
it wants me to
I've sat in your streams long enough that it just, my brain just goes like, sus. I feel like Haru's about to say something sus.
follow the path.
Oh, she's doing the thing where she like crawls in there. Use at your own risk. It has had mixed results.
Is this dream snake helping us, or did it corral us here?
Oh. It's basically the mine all over again. Oh. Oh. Legendary. Who's up? Goodness gracious. The snakes kept stunning me, like, how do you smile? Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks cool. It's kind of a Legendary effect though. Because instant? No. You the Haru equals instant smile. Me, it's like you like like shy. You know, it's like do I smile at this weirdo? Oh,
Watching us, whispering.
It's the incense. Playing with eyes.
oh, that does look cool.
Just as you do.
That's probably the coolest weapon we've gotten yet.
The old man is full of secrets like our Elias. Birds of a feather. Perhaps that is what we need.
Once, wow. Yeah, okay. Haru wants to just eat me. I'm scared. Ish, kind of. You know what? I'm for it. Do it. Go ahead. Take a bite. But make it small. I bruise easy. I haven't had s'mores since I was like a teenager. Because that was when I used to go camping a bunch. I don't go camping much. To be fair, I've actually lost the taste of marshmallows. I don't really like them as much as I used to. I think it's mostly because like I don't do well with sugar. Wait, where's one gonna go?
I lost sight of the serpent, but I hear it calling to me. Up ahead.
I think it's just like one of those generic things. So that you can hardly view stream. Do you have, is it gonna be like red at the end of month when you can like swap over? Because I have AT&T fiber. I saw your tweet about it. It's not bad. On this time next month. That's not too bad. Hopefully the installation's really good though, because like around here they had to do some I think like a year or so after we moved they did like some improvements to the lines and it got better, but I had to use that that mesh network, the one that I DM'd you, because like I had the problem you had where it was like it was toted, you know, X amount, and then I was getting like maybe 20 or 30 on my side, but I'm like on the, I'm like you, I'm on the complete opposite side of the house. And that's why I like sometimes you have to kind of check, because like I don't know if the mesh network will, if it, you'll need it with the AT&T one, because like if it's just really bad, ooh, that's not look good. If it's just like really bad like internet, then maybe just changing internet will fix it. But my issue, like I could tell it was like a distance problem, because my parents on the other side of the house, who were like, you know, the router's in my mom's room, and then my dad is like literally downstairs from her, like they were getting like full full speed, but I was getting like not even a fraction, and then the mesh network really helped with that. Well, not even helped, it basically fixed the problem, because with it like you can do a wired connection, and it's basically as if you were wired to the router because of the way it works. But hopefully next month we get full powered Haru. You're gonna get so many aces. Goodness gracious.
That's the way through.
Will you sign my forehead? Don't sign my forehead, sign my t-shirt. Oh, is this the whispering tree?
It's barring our path again. Keep a sharp eye out. Kill these things before they kill us.
We prayed. Yes, we prayed. Hopefully the price isn't too bad. The price over here isn't. I mean, they've increased it a couple times, but it's still like not as bad as what we had to deal with before. It just kind of sucks because I remember when Spectrum was like decent, back when it was like Time Warner and kind of like Texas only, and then they like spread out, and then they became Spectrum, and then they became Hot Doodoo. Because they used to be really good. I had them when I was growing up. They were like one of the best internets we had. But it was the times of the past. Good damn shame if I shoulder charged you into the fucking wall.
And so is the Lord of the Swamp.
To get the answers you seek, you must
Look, it's moving.
for knowledge.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me kind of wants to play Soulstone Survivors. I played a little bit last night. That was pretty fun. I'll play it again. Ooh, 40. I don't know what to put points into. I guess I'll just do this just to get more thankiness. Ooh.
I know you heard the voices that time.
I don't know. We can't trust anything here, but
Oh, wait. Hey, we're actually walking on this. Come here, you slowpokes. Yeah, this is a whispering tree. Tree of whispers, whatever the fuck they want to call it. Part of the oh so expensive end game. I mean, as much as I like doing
the Tree of Whispers.
Barbarian, because upheaval fun. I kind of wish I'd done like Druid or something else. But then I could have actually been a bear. Well, it would have been Druid or Necro. Though the Barbarian armor looks really good. So that's good.
Why have you come?
We're after a man named Elias.
Elias. Slippery, that one. Use the tree. It deals in thoughts and insight in exchange for a head. He is the first of us to escape payment.
Will you tell us what you told him? If we can stop him for good, the tree can finally collect.
He sought the way to summon Lilith, but he made another stop on the way. To a place beyond the tree's sight.
That might explain his hardiness. I've damn near lost count of how many times we've killed him.
So that's why Tyus
5? I mean, we only killed him 5 times.
dismally to reclaim his head.
This place Elias stopped at. How can we get there?
Seek a coffin beyond the wrecks. It will take you where you must go. Find out what secrets linger there. For the tree knows not.
Bless me? Oh my goodness. Blessed by Pope Vic the 62nd. The stinkiest of his kind. Where he doth not showers.
Research, they'll be on the eastern coast. We'll head there now. Meet us when you can.
What's up, Vic? How you been? Ironically, you just got out of the shower. Oh, is it time for your, like, you know, decade shower time? Oh, I had a sneaky suspicion. I didn't, like, I would have been surprised if they didn't let us mount up here. Blizzard loves to just randomly be like, no, you can't mount here. They're like, it's part of the experience, bro. You can immerse yourself. I'm like, fucker, just let me go on a fucking horse. If I wanted to experience reality, I'd go outside. I wouldn't play video games. I always find that weird too. How people love playing like it's weird how like video games came full circle. Now like what's really popular is like realistic stuff to a degree, right? But like Farmer Simulator, Truck Simulator, all that kind of stuff. Obviously it led to like some crazy stuff like Goat Simulator, which is like an amazing addition. But it's just interesting how people want like realistic stuff now. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, that's a cool. Here, I like the way it looks. Relatively painless. Oh, right, hold up. I should be able to... Oh, and then it costs 100 to reallocate. I think this system was pretty cool. Mission buffs, boost to the chance of powerful malignant heart. Drop after completing the campaign. I'll probably put points into that after. Like, after I complete the campaign, right? Like, whatever Smoldering Ashes I get, go here. As long as I completed the campaign. But until then, like, this is still probably the best one. I still find it kind of dumb how they didn't do like a weapon skin for every weapon type. I get the feeling at some point they'll add like non-horse mounts to the shop.
The moment Elias heard Rathma's prophecy, it poisoned him. Prophecies are riddles. Not even the very wise can be when I told him to wait. He called me.
You tried to stop him?
Tried, yes. Let's find that damn coffin.
What's up, Jason? Hope you've been doing well. Gracias por el agua.
Can you see the coffin from here?
How you been?
Any sign of it?
There's something at the far end of those ships.
We'll have to cross the wreckage to reach it.
I really hope Soulstone Survivor. I don't remember if I know they were working on it. I just don't remember if they did put they did put the controller support into it. But it'd be nice. Give my wrist a little bit of it. Okay, I've been working for the past 2 weekends. Ooh. Hopefully, you've been getting good pay along the way, though. Killed him. I actually didn't expect that to happen. Hopefully the internet fixes itself. Always a pain when the internet just doesn't work. How's the weather? I've heard y'all have had some ridiculous weather recently.
I think I can unlock the door from the other side.
Oh my god. How many times are they gonna do this? How many times are they gonna do this trope? She just goes off by herself and just opens the door while we're getting like ambushed, dude. Like that third time.
It burns.
This is not good. Damn drowned.
My arm.
You've been infected. It's spreading. We have no time. I must remove the drowned necrosis.
I don't understand.
Lorath, are you certain?
I'm certain she's dying. Hold her. We have no choice. Now hold her.
Painful. I'm gonna dry hot over there. Weirdly hot for the time of the year, to be honest. Yeah, here it like cooled down for a little bit and then like warmed up, and now it's just like humid.
You will be Haradrim, young one. I will not fail you.
You know, you'd think that like
I'll look after her.
with going into this, we would have actually like kitted her out with, well, I don't know, at least some van braces and fin guards and shit like that. Armor pieces that aren't like too hard for people that aren't used to them to get used to going into a combat situation. See you later, nerd.
Close. You're getting close.
I love how like I'm like mid. Yeah, she got infected by the drowned poison. You know, it's like the zombie thing. You know, Zombie bit the arm before the virus can spread. You gotta cut the hand off.
You see the way, don't you?
It's Dark Souls time, baby. They'll like steal the trope of traveling in the coffin, but they won't steal like the actual good end game. We travel in the coffin, baby. That hopefully is waterproof and I don't know, you know, temperature. I can attest to being in freezing cold water is not fun. Something tells me this coffin's not like... Yeah. Something tells me the coffin's not exactly submarine grade. Hey, it's a slither snack. Slither snack. You know, I'm surprised they didn't force us to pay anything. Consider, well, I guess technically since we didn't really ask a question, that would require like a real answer. I'm assuming that it seems that this tree has like a requirement for what kind of question demands payment.
Rathma, I have come to your temple.
Elias's presence still taints this place.
Get the Febreze. Yeah, to be honest, it crossed my mind too, and then I was like, nah, it's too soon. Maybe next year. Not that much of a degenerate. Yeah, me and my mom talked about it when it was happening. I just shook my head. I was just like, shit happened. It is what it is. Yeah, we'll go for like another hour, and then I'll stop over to Soulstone.
Every tome, every scroll, every book in this temple produces the same answer.
The day I'm done with this self-righteous bastard.
Ooh. I would appreciate it if something called the Nightmare Rocking Corpse Fiend did not give me a hug. Thank you. I missed. How many fucking minions did you have? Why do you have 4 of them? Is there another one like ahead that I didn't see before? Whoop. Alright, that was Is there like a jump thing?
The staircase is flooded. I need a way to cross it.
Yeah, break this. Called it. Oh, and look at it perfectly place itself right where we need to go. Holy shit, am I good? Let's ignore the fact that I applied force this way and the pillar fell that way. We'll ignore that fact, right? That's how physics works. It's not. No. I still love how we could make a skeleton blade. Well, I don't necessarily miss the games that don't let you do stuff like that. That's more of like a JRPG thing, right? Where it's just like you know, use an ability that applies bleed to something with no blood. Obviously, it does not apply bleed. And then you're like, well, shit, that character is useless for this fight. I don't miss those at all. Though in a way, it does kind of like take away from the I guess like immersion of it all sometimes. I'm not one of those like immersion, but like I feel like once they get a little further and further away from that kind of stuff, that's kind of where you start being like, oh wow, it's a samey game. Or like, you know, that's when games start feeling samey because they all start like cutting things out for efficiency. I mean, to be fair though, it would suck if you were like a bleed build and then you go into a spot with a bunch of skeletons and it's like, oh shit. It'd be a damn shame if like you couldn't do any damage because you're a bleed build against a bunch of fucking skeletons. What is it? I think it's like Demon Souls, right? Where it was just like, I think they did away with it in the other Dark Souls. Ish. Well, no, actually not really. No, they still kept that in the other Dark Souls. I just don't think it was as like noticeable as the Demon Souls one, but there was like regular enemies that had very distinct weaknesses to like different weapon types, right? Like, you know, blunt, piercing, slashing, that kind of stuff. In the other Dark Souls games, it was more noticeable on like the elemental side of things. But like, I was thinking in Demon Souls, it was like when you were fighting like skeleton things, it was like if you were using a mace, you were dealing more damage.
Mother of Sanctuary, she made us to be strong and was sealed with the daughter of hatred. I cannot say that there is good in her, but the question remains. I must prepare myself. Rathma kept the means of attaining immortality.
Oh. Guess I have to just travel along the different way. I need to play more Apex. Because this season has some really nice skins. I actually like the EVA 8 Evo skin. Like, it looks really good. For the BP. I hate the EVA 8, but the skin looks fucking great.
When the Mother of Sanctuary re-enters her world, it will change. Rathma writes that when Inarius discovered Lilith's plan to overthrow the so-called, for thousands of years, Lilith has sought to elevate.
The J-Pep and Effect. I played some at the beginning of this season. And then I played a little bit with like friends here and there, but I haven't like played as much as I used to. I was able to just finish the BP last season, which was nice. I like the car reactive skin. Reactive, that's what it's Evo Shield though. Been playing too much fucking everything else. after an APET break, Path of Exile almost like made me want to throw my keyboard. I keep playing games where RNG just is a predominant factor that likes to fuck me over. It's either I play Apex solo and get RNG with my teammates, or I play something like Path of Exile Diablo, where I have to deal with RNG of what items I can get for the for the builds I'm gonna play. It's not too bad. It's slowly been giving me what I've been looking for. There was so like in Path of Exile, right? It's like it's called uniques instead of legendaries, and there's this one unique that's like supposed to be super duper fucking common to get. And what is it? I think I've been playing like 3 weeks, almost a month. I don't remember when yeah, it'll be almost a month soon, right, in a couple days. Oh, but like I just got one. I got my first one today, and I was like, bro. Unfortunately, it didn't like increase my damage as much as I was expecting, but I have basically confirmed that the Bone Shatter but Make It Cold build can do red maps. Takes forever to kill a boss though, but it can do red maps. But I think I just need to fuck around with the support gems.
This is Elias's finger. He hid a piece of this in the state of mortal. No, I'm not going to die here.
Let's start running. Then I hope you brought your floaties.
I found you drifting in a coffin, clutching a severed...
I'm not sure.
Temple. What of Elias's...
He stored his life essence in...
Burn it. Still resting, but her fever is broken. I think she'll be on the road that comes after, though. Good. Let us end this then, once and for all. Let me end what I began.
Actually, no, I think we've killed him 6 times. I forget about the time when like he grabbed the thing and like stabbed him in the neck.
No.
Oh, it's slung up.
It wasn't a dream.
You'll get through this.
Do you want to be left?
No.
Then it never crossed my mind. No more time to rest.
See, what we do is we get her like to a blacksmith that can make like a sword. We put it on the arm. Boom, done. Lacer's a left arm. I think she's right-handed. So like it'll still be difficult to deal with stuff, but losing your dominant hand is much more of a struggle than losing your dominant hand. Hello. I really don't like the barbarians thing for that. Like it just feels kind of whatever. Fine. Actually no. Which one is? That one's like in the city. Mantis blades. There was, what is it? I think there was a I think there was a
Thank you.
like someone who made like a mantis blade, like an actual mantis blade that you could put on your arm that fits like under your sleeves or whatever. I was like, bruh. And then it just got too many ideas. Here's Rexon, let's see. They're not, thanks.
I appreciate that.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Till our roads cross again. Aid would be welcome.
I have no idea, to be honest. Oh. See you later, nerd. You see there's another waypoint over here. Ah, well there's a way over there. I'll just go back and then just run over to the next one. Get a couple prototypes with Mantis Blade. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want people running around with like Mantis Blades under their sleeves. Like, I feel like that's a bit much. But it is cool to see shit like that. I remember kind of like what started. I feel like what started the whole thing was I remember there was a guy who did like he was doing like the fire bending. Like he had made like arm flamethrowers that would activate with like, you know, by throwing punches. And he was doing like the fire bending moves while like shooting fire out, like actually. And I was like, I don't need you giving people ideas, good sir. Just saying. Just saying. I'd appreciate if y'all kept some of those ideas to yourself, because I don't need people running around with arm flamethrowers either. Oh, can I not extract that? Oh. Fuck, how can I do that? So basically, if you make a legendary, you can't like pull that out. I didn't know that. Oh, that looks cool. Good baleful fragments. Gotten soul.
Come back if you need the forge.
Oh, we were in X. I think I'll go finish this quest line that we're gonna go do, and then we'll go for. I'll swap over to Soulstone. Perfect design for Hidden Blade. That's props now, yeah. Yeah. What is it? I still remember when there was a what is it? It was like a. It was like they made it look like a briefcase submachine gun, but realistically it was just like a 9mm with like a stock. But I remember there was like this briefcase thing that got some traction a while back. That people were just like, yeah, we don't. It like fit in your briefcase, and you can just pull it out, just. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's basically just a Glock with a stock on it that folds. So I've seen worse. I like how my undead horse has a fully like he's missing a nose, but he's got a full tail. Oh shit, I didn't.
Don't have enough.
I forget right click dismounts here. I don't like that. I think it should just be the mount and dismount button should be the same thing. Because I accidentally hit right click a lot. Because I get my left click, right clicks. That? I have 5 levels before I can upgrade my thing again. It wasn't because I really wanted to play Soulstone, I just swapped to TFT after that. But I didn't realize the mid set went live today. I thought it would go live like next week or something.
Do you feel that? Mephisto's touch is heavy. It's just what we need to attune the Soulstone. I'm too old to climb, but you can get in.
We'll go around the long way. You know, I was thinking, like, they could have had flails in the game for the bludgeon. Because I've been talking about it a couple times how, like, the two-handed mace, like, it's literally just two-handed maces. Like, there's nothing else. And I always found it weird because for the two-handed slashing, you have the polearm, you have the fucking greatsword, and you have the axe, right? The two-handed axe. But for two-handed maces, it's literally just two-handed maces. And I'm just like, they could have done a flail. But knowing them, they're just like, oh, you know, we save the flail when we add the paladin / crusader. Then it'll be more spice, because we'll be like, oh, we're adding a new weapon. Okay, alright. Because I was perpetually stuck in working. Oh no. The magical fucking work. Gato. What's up, Yuki? How have you been? Hope you two are doing well. That is a diseased bear. Please don't touch me. You are infectious. I went all this way when it just... whatever. I'm so done with the fucking map. On that ARPG mood? I mean, I was in a Path of Exile mood because it's a new league. But then they put Diablo 4 on sale and I was like, you know what? We'll get Diablo 4. And then Path of Exile was being a bit of a bitch with the items and not giving me the items I needed. So I was like, I'll play a different game at night so I'm not losing my shit both during the day and at night, right? And then I was playing Path of Exile or Diablo 4 since I had gotten it because it was. Oh, I was about to say if this connected here and I didn't see it, I was about to lose my. And like to be honest, like between you and me, don't tell anybody else. The only reason I'm playing Diablo 4 right now is because I started it and I want to at least finish getting this guy through the campaign. And then eventually, like, I'm gonna, like, not play the game once we're done with that, more than likely. At least not until the next season starts next month. Because it's, or at least, like, I don't know if it's, like, a barbarian thing or just a game thing. Like, there's something about the leveling that I'm not a big fan of. Or something about the game. But, I don't know. It's less of an ARPG mode, more just because I got it. Because like after this, well, I mean, I guess you could technically say it, we're gonna play Soulstone Survivors, which is like one of the many games that came from like the Vampire Survivor craze. But I personally like I prefer Soulstone Survivors over Vampire Survivors. I feel like it has more stuff going for it. Grind killing, but yeah.
Do you hear that?
Like this build, at least through the story, like it has damage. But like I'm playing on world tier 2, and I feel like some of the dumbest shit just deals like a bunch of damage to you for no reason whatsoever. Like it won't even be like 20 things. It'll be like 4 normal mobs get around you and they start hitting you and I just start dying. Like I don't know. I feel like there's also too much like for instance, Fortify should just be a buff that you gain. I don't like that it works off of your health. Right? Like it should just be like kind of like how berserking, you can get berserking for a while. Wow, my fucking legendary effect griefed me. Speaking of doing a shit ton of damage for no reason, this guy just shoots out random projectiles and they deal like a fuck ton of damage for absolutely no reason. I'm also not a fan of the potion system. Like personally, like how they do it. Like I think the potion system from Diablo 3 was fine. Where it was a cooldown, right? I'm not a big fan of this, like, oh, you have 4 out of 5, and then the boss sometimes, you know, gives you a refill. Like, fucking just make it the Diablo 3 version.
Whatever else is here.
Because, like, the issue, right, is, I have to, like, protect them. So, like, the other game that, yeah, because, like, Path of Exile has the flask system, right, where you have varying flasks and they recharge. And then like you can craft onto I missed. You can, you know, craft onto it to give it different things. Most builds generally take nodes that give you like flask charges for your life flasks and stuff like that. Or you also just get a lot of life regen. Cause that's the other problem I've noticed is that at least for the classes I play, that there's not a lot of like healing. It's all like the stupid fortify bullshit, and I'm just like,
come on, you will. Oh no, this is.
Do you know how to repair?
We'll need. There's a village near here.
but like the only other game I know that does this, that has like this flask system, is Last Epoch, which, to be honest, at Last Epoch it's not that bad because there's a decent amount of skills that you can heal yourself with, and the flask is kind of just there to as an oh shit button. But I digress. That's what it is. I also just don't know. Maybe it's just a world tier 2 thing. But then again, then you have the Necro that has like half a dozen abilities that you can hit things and it'll drop blood orbs that heal you. So, watch shoulders. I don't know. They've done some weird design decisions. I don't like how much stuff is like tied to like the HP bar, right? Like there's a lot of things where it's like, oh, well, the target is healthy, you do this. While the target is injured, you do this. Well, the injured wasn't too bad. I don't like the healthy ones. The healthy like stuff is just ridiculous. It's so dumb. They're stupid at OP compared to other classes for leveling. Yeah, minions plus heals himself with the blood orbs. Completely gutted. Yeah, I mean, I've heard Druid like gets really good in endgame with like legendaries. The problem though is I think that both the Druid and Barbarian skills were designed around the Fortify, but Fortify feels terrible in my opinion as like a skill. Like it just like the way they have it implemented just does not feel good. Like it starts from the bottom of your HP bar and works its way up.
Not ready yet.
Instead of just being like a barrier that you generate that like blocks damage or something. That fucking legendary is griefing me like 3 times in a fucking row, bro. Three times it's made me miss my rupture. Because it pushes him away as I'm casting it. Yeah. Well, it needs 3, and then like I don't know if you saw the like the interview about it, because they had knowingly made barbarian skills weaker for the betas, and they're like, well, the idea was that barbarian gets like 4 legendaries. Like, well, technically gets like 3 extra legendaries because he puts 1 in every single one of his like weapon slots, and people are like, yeah, well, it feels like shit, so fix that. But it's just that, like, I don't know, like, it feels weird. It feels like they did a lot of weird design choices.
Saw smoke coming out of the tower this morning.
Yeah, they kind of gave it back some of the power going into it, so it wasn't a big deal. But they were just like, oh, well, it gets like 3 extra legendaries, and people were just like, well, it feels pretty. Oh, well, I didn't see that drop. It feels pretty shit. And then Druid I always knew, like, first of all, Druid during the test, like, we couldn't get anything for it because we couldn't Druid couldn't even get its like class special thing, which is like the tributes, because you had to go outside of the quest zone to unlock it. So Druid was just basically like half dead in the betas. But from what I understand, Druid's like one of the most powerful classes at endgame. So that kind of offsets a little bit. Meanwhile, Barbarian apparently is kind of shit early game, kind of shit late game. So it's like, well then, good to know. Please don't even hit that. Yeah, but I think part of that is just because of the leveling process. Like, from what I understand, it feels pretty bad. And then I think I had a friend of mine who she's played this like a decent amount since launch, where she was like, apparently they nerfed the leveling or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I didn't follow a lot of Diablo 4 after it came out. The only I would just look over and be like, are you on sale yet? Nope. Alright. I'd go back to doing my own thing. Oh. But it's also kind of hard because like I picked this up after playing Path of Exile, and when you play as much Path of Exile as I've had, you tend to have a pretty high bar for what you look for in a game. And Diablo 4 is kind of dropped, unfortunately. Yeah, World Tier 3. Blizzard has this weird thing that they feel that people want like a longer leveling process than they actually do. Like, they tried to do it in World of Warcraft and people were just like, please don't, there's literally no point to this. And then now it seems like Diablo 4, they're doing the same thing. It's like, well, you know, everybody's always talking about how like the leveling this, it's like, yeah, because that's all we knew back in the day. Like, and then people would be like, oh, but Mello, you go through the story campaign like a bunch in Path of Exile, you don't complain about that. Yeah, because Path of Exile is like, story leveling is actually very, is actually pretty good in the sense that the more you play it, the faster you get, because you realize that you don't have to talk to everybody. Like, you literally can just go and do the things, get what you need to get, kill the mobs, and then you go back and you turn in the quest and you get the rewards that matter. And you can skip like half of the quests in the game. Like, Like I'm at the point where I've done it so much that I'll go and I'll do like 5 quests, and then when I get to a point where I can't progress or that I need to go back for like shops and stuff, I complete all the quests and then I carry on with life. Like I mean like, and I'm not even the fastest by far. I think the fastest is like under 6 hours or some shit. Like there's like the speedrunners, what is it? I think like they did at ExileCon, they did a competition for getting to Act 5 Kitava and killing him. And I think it took like an hour or something for them to get to Act 5. I think the fastest is 4 hours, I want to say. I don't remember completely though. But like, for me, I think it usually takes me on average anywhere from like 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours, 9 to like 11 hours, depending on what I'm playing on. Because I also don't take really fast ones either though, is the big thing. Because I usually start melee. Well, actually no, I think my fastest was like 8 hours to get to end game, because lightning arrow was so fast last league when I played it. I think it was just as fast this league, if not faster, because of the returning projectiles support gem. Keep talking, yeah. But like, it's really good. Like I was saying earlier that if I was Diablo 4, I would have looked at Path of Exile. I would have looked at what, like, at their endgame, be like, why do people like it? And then I would have looked at the game designers and been like, I don't give a shit what you do. I don't care what you call it. I need you to pull a copy the homework but make it look different, like right now, for our endgame. I would have just been like, all right, we're going old school back to when, you know, back to when we were making World of Warcraft and we stole like mechanics from every single popular fucking MMO and combined them into one. Yeah. Bitch and a half, you know that? I need you guys to not do that. Cause like for instance, the sad part is I feel like Torchlight Infinite has a better like grasp on how to do things. Cause I was playing a little bit recently, and in Torchlight Infinite, the current season mechanic for this one seems really interesting. Cause you get these like little dungeons that you'll do that give you like this Tetris looking piece that you then apply to a map that eventually when you reach the amount that you can do, you then get this dungeon that you can run based on like the maps you've connected together, and it'll dictate like what kind of bonuses and items and stuff like that you can get. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool. Like I think it speaks volumes when there's people who I was like watching videos for Path of Exile and they were like, yeah, we're gonna go try out the new like Torchlight Infinite League because it sounds fun. Holy shit, that hurt. They made it fully customizable. It's like you can get it pretty up there. I've only done like the very basic. Like it has like 6 squares, because basically it's like it gives you like, you know, like 6 squares, and then you unlock like extra like candles you can like that power up stuff and give you more loot. Like I think it has some really good stuff. Like I've heard pretty decent stuff about Torchlight Infinite's like end game, to be honest. I heard it's pretty good. It's just the problem is that it's like it's a mobile game that you can play on PC. So it has like some of the mobile ARPGs things that I don't like, where it's like it's I actually feel like it's really well done, like really well polished, to be honest, for like combat systems and stuff. It's got some pretty interesting builds you can do, and it's got a lot of like legendaries and stuff. But it has a thing where like, you know, your character will look like that character and like won't change appearance with like armor or anything, and that's usually kind of a turn off for me, and like something that I'm designed to be like chasing loot. But the weapon designs look really cool though. So there's that. But And I don't know if there's a way to get like tokens for free to do pulls for skins and stuff.
Do you have a habit of snooping around other people?
Sure do. I found a whole man's hidden bookcase thing.
Thaisa has unknowingly sent you. In the end, she will see the foolishness of her.
But yeah. But it's hard for me to play like Diablo after playing so much. Oh wow. A boss that just leaves random shit on the floor. Who would have fucking guessed? That's been one of my main complaints for Diablo. Literally every single fucking boss fight. Like, it's just, man, I'm just gonna leave shit on the floor because I can. I don't mind the HP thing, to be honest, because like it's just what it is. But like every single boss fight has just been let me put some random shit on the floor. Damn, I should think I got hit by it. Now, granted, hers is like a summoning pull thing, so it's kind of whatever. It's not that bad, but like it's felt like it's like there's no real variation to the boss fights, right? The boss fights have kind of felt like it's the same, like just the same basic loop, just kind of different here and there. Which you would say, oh no, isn't that the same thing in all RPGs? No, not even. Eater of Worlds, Endless Hunger feels so different from Searing Exarch and fucking even just the story bosses in Path of Exile feel pretty different from one another. The Katava fight is fucking insane. I mean, it is get annoying because it is like random shit on the ground and small platform with lots of shit just thrown everywhere. But you know, it's also like the only fight that's like that. Probably. I'm joking. Oh my god, why is that on E? Well, to be fair, that's less of an E problem and more of a too used to my keybinds from Path of Exile. I appreciate not being in this corner. Get dodged, fucker. Yeah, like I don't really mind the boss fight lengths personally, because it's kind of they're really not that bad in my opinion. Yeah. The worst one was, what is it, the Andariel one, where like the first like percentage of her HP, she literally just runs away from you, and I'm just like, can we not do this? Like, can we not just have an entire fucking combat phase being her going invincible, like every 2 seconds, please? Oh, this is a getting in the way. Oh, but I just realized that means I can't pull that one out. I think that I'm playing WoW. It's like, we're in fucking Molten Core again, baby. Who doesn't love their 5-minute boss fights? At minimum. I mean, to be fair, the PoE ones can last a while too, depending on like your build. Like my build, like especially bro, my glacial hammer build takes fucking forever just to kill a regular map boss. Just takes so fucking long because he has no damage. But that could fix itself in the next 3 levels when I get other passives. But my Bone Shatter Slayer is like...
You're back.
The DPS isn't like super duper huge, but... Oh. He's like in an actual outfit now.
And how was my sister?
It's tragic that it grabbed me in here.
Convinced her to join him.
They make the gameplay fun. Yeah, like it's not bad, cause like for instance in PoE, like in like Eater, right? It's like you have a phase where you can't deal damage to the boss, but you have like something to do while you can't deal damage to the boss, right? You have to energize these orbs while he's chasing you with a laser. I think Endless Hunger though is still one of the most bullshit fights in the game though. Fuck that fight. I think it's so dumb.
First off, the Quicksilver. Mix some of it into the pot. Or is it 3 times? Give it another turn. The sulfur. Grind it in the mortar.
But the Polaric, well, seeing X like that is not a good melee fight for someone who's bad at the game like I am. But I think the biggest thing is that, so like I was reading an article, right? Because Blizzard, for whatever reason, decided to have an interview where they were like, yeah, we're gonna announce that we're gonna do yearly expansions for the game. Calm down, don't. Yeah, we didn't go very far. And I'm just sitting here like, you really think that was a good idea? Like, when public opinion is this low, not to mention the last time they tried to do yearly expansions for something, it didn't really work out all that well. Looking at you, World of Warcraft. Never forget Warlords of Draenor, which was their first expansion in the attempt, and like that shit was dumpster fire, except for the raids. The raids on that one are really good.
Every now and then, that you can defeat danger. Haradrim.
What?
I want to take you somewhere. A place of all power.
So I mean, to be fair, so I have this faint hope that when they say expansions, like not all of them are just monetary, because like for instance Path of Exile has quote-unquote expansions, or they used to. They're not as many now, but it's where they did like huge overhauls to the game for stuff. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe a couple of those expansions are kind of just like planned to be just big, you know, patches they plan to do to the game in the future kind of deal. Knowing Blizzard, probably not. But the main issue is that the way they're approaching seasons is like not going to be like acceptable in the current state of ARPGs. Like, you cannot expect to do Diablo 3 style seasons where it's literally you do the same exact actual shit every season with slightly different effects here and there, and think people are going to be okay with it when it costs like $70 to buy this game, when Path of Exile adds literally entirely new content to their game. Not every like league, right? Because Crucible League, they literally just, I mean, it did have a dungeon you could run after you got enough like stuff to go open the map for it, but like, you know, that was just a statue and a thing that you then summon shit and you get like the thing. So that one was pretty similar to doing the same shit, just with a little bit of extra stuff tacked on. But oh, I thought that was like an enemy thing. But this like second league kind of needs to have some, or second season kind of needs to have something like really good from it. Because like from the explanations, it seems interesting, but it doesn't seem like something actually crazy, right? I love doing that. Barbarian just feels so good when you're like rampaging through a pack. Just shoulder charge him into a corner, ground stomp with the earthquake, and then rampage upheaval them or rupture upheaval them. So good. But like, they need to do something. They need to at least plan like having every other league bring some sort of like major thing that could potentially be added to the core concept of the game. Because to be honest, like that method of like development loop is so smart from GGG's like standpoint, where like you can almost tell they're treating leagues as like a way to expand the game in and of itself rather than it just being like temporary content. Like obviously in some cases shit doesn't work out and you're like, there's no way we can add this to the game. But then in other cases it's like, oh, we can add this to the game, this will be pretty good. Like they just did it this time. They added the Sanctum back, which was the league mechanic 2 leagues ago. Though it's probably gonna need some more tweaking because it's bloating the economy pretty badly right now. But yeah. Warlords of Draenor wasn't bad if you did like raiding and if you did PvP in like the first month of the game, of the expansion being out. The problem with Warlords is they didn't really have anything else after that, and then the Tanan Jungle was the fucking shit show of a mess because they just didn't have enough development time. Unfortunately, like it's one of those cases where it had a really good foundation that if they could have taken the time to build on, Warlords probably would have been one of the best expansions, like gameplay wise, because story wise it was probably pretty bad. It was literally retcon city, but like the raids were great. Like you had some of the best raids, to be honest, like for people that did it. I had a fun time in Blackrock Foundry. And then gotcha, bitch. And then the other ones. Yeah, true. Yeah, it was kind of rough on the motion sickness. Oh, it's just the fact that it's nothing super complicated. It's just the downside of what happens when, so the current league mechanic they added plus Sanctum both give a shit ton of currency. So it's just the caveat of what happens when you have 2 high currency generating mechanics at the same time. And so like it's doubled to tripled the price of a lot of items.
Do you feel that? The swamp's magic is more potent here.
So like for instance, divine orbs are like considered the highest tier of currency, and things that I was watching a video, things that costed like 30 divines now on average cost anywhere from 65 to like 75 divines. Just because like that's how many divines are getting, like how many raw divines are getting put into the economy just from these 2 league mechanics together. So there's probably going to be adjustments to like how much like currency you get from Sanctum. Either that or they'll up the difficulty on it or something. I don't know what they'll do about it. They definitely need to adjust it.
Where is your sense of adventure? Huh? Not buried in your youth, is it? Go outside and make an offering to this. While you do, our friend...
This is foolish.
But like, you know, they'll probably get on that if it's an issue, or if anything it could just be that this is going to be like the new norm for like currency, because like we don't know if because it seems like mechanic wise, especially like big league mechanic wise, like for when they do like an actual big one, because it seems like we'll have to see what the league after this one is. If it turns out they might end up doing like, you know, a big league like Sanctum, and then they do Crucible League, which was literally just like attack on league, and then they do another big league like Trials of the Ancients, and then they do another attack on league, then this might just be like our schedule of like big league, filler league, big league, filler league. which I mean is acceptable because they're working on a sequel. Because PoE 2 is supposed to come out next year. But I know for sure, I think the beta is supposed to start like early next year, and then they're shooting for like 4th quarter release of 2024. But but even then they were able to pull out like Trial of the Ancients, which is actually kind of huge. But what it is it seems like what it's gonna be is like those major ones. It's gonna be like it can give a lot of currency, like it'll give a lot of currency, and then where is this? Do I have to go outside for it? Because it doesn't have like a marker. And then on the outside it'll be and then it has like uniques you can get at like the higher end of things. Which, to be honest, like I kind of want to do, but I'm also a little too lazy to grind that far up because it takes a long time to like get up there. But I have enough coins for it. It's just I can't decide if I want to bother with it or not. But I feel like I should just do like an actual league build for it. And the PoE isn't supported in Korea, so I use a VPN to play on Japan. Oof. Oof. Yeah, but then that means you have that that you know, that juicy Lost Ark connection though. I don't play Lost Ark much, and by much I mean like I haven't touched Lost Ark in like not a year. Just play the Korean one. Easy. Oh, that was just... I love the people. It's so fun to just at things. It comes from here. Oh, I feel like that's been a pretty decent change recently. Especially with like Black Desert and Lost Ark. I've seen a couple other Korean games like be whispered about.
Do you see the braziers? Light each of them. Then we will drink the tea and wait.
We about to be tripping balls. Let's go.
Wait for what?
For the swamp to call out to your soul and draw what festers from you, like poison from a wound.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially because like for Black Desert I didn't hear like too much of a thing, because like even though I'd seen some videos like of people who'd play like the Korean version of Black Desert, but like Lost Ark apparently they were really like on the ball of banning people who don't play like from a Korean IP. Oh, that she's like passed out in a corner and Donan's just like, we're just over here just like, damn, this shit hit different.
I will. Don't worry.
And Donan's like, going through it. Yeah, personal from Bank Info, yeah, I know that.
Father.
Are there like their laws and stuff?
My son? How is it possible? My son. Please come back to me. Come back. I shouldn't have let you go. I should have said no. I should have kept you with me at Eldheim.
Why did you let me go?
I don't know. The look on your face. You were ready. You needed to go.
I did. And I do again.
Stop. Just...
Father. I'm ready.
Basically, it means he never took the time to grieve, to like actually grieve his son passing off. You skipped everything. I cannot believe you. Goodness gracious. I can't believe you skipped such... To be fair, I mean like the story for Diablo 4 is actually pretty good. Oh great. Mephisto, alright you fucker. Come here. You wanted to play, but the game's not gonna go anywhere, Yuki. It's been here, it's out. Mephisto, don't make me whoop that ass.
Look at them. So consumed by their emotions that they forget.
Like I skipped all the shit in the first act because like I played it through the beta, through the open betas. You dumb monkey. I mean you're a wolf, but still, like Elias is between us and Lilith, so Elias is a problem. You stupid dog.
Is tied to yours. If she devours me, Sanctuary is lost.
I don't know if I trust this guy.
What if I opened
You could at least like have a full actual wolf space. You're kind of like half-assing it. I see your skull. Do not approve.
You and I can work together to stop Lilith.
Interested? You know this. Nah. We gotta get the immersive nation. My immersion.
My friends. Take me back to them.
The day of reckoning will come, and your true friends will.
Look at that. Look at that. He half-assed the wolf form. He's like, I can't even be bothered to cover the skull, which means I can't be bothered to talk to you. You should have come to me in a bear form. Maybe I'd talk to you then. You smell. You're a weirdo. Don't talk to me. Nobody likes you. Anyway, I think we can wrap up this questline so I can swap over to Soulstone. I would be like the worst. Like Mephisto would hate me. He'd be trying to be all deep and philosophical, and I'd be like, you suck, you smell. And he's like, are you really gonna talk about how I smell right now? It's like, yes, you're a like zombie dog thing. You smell terrible. Put some cologne on.
Mix the quicksilver in the pot. And the fire. Turn the wheel twice. No more, no less. Now grind the sulfur. Carefully.
Let's go. You get that PR.
Mallet.
You get that PR, baby.
Sulfur. Careful. Now stand back.
Is it done?
Was it so easy then?
You have no idea the toll of such a thing. No idea what one must face, overcome to perform this act of magic.
Perhaps not. But still.
Enough. It is done. Let us not tarry.
Yes. We have our task at Zakarum Keep.
Form of Manju movie?
Let's finish
Annihilation? I think I've ever heard of it. Maybe if I don't watch a lot of movies. Alright, when are you two gonna like make up? Handshakes. High five each other. We have a little powwow team meeting.
You look tired, old man. Even for you. I can manage the ritual
If you could do it alone, it would have been done.
Speaking for myself. Yes, as for what comes after. Capturing, I have to believe it is up to us now. Not to the prophecy.
And that's where we're gonna cut it for the Diablo 4 because I want to go play Soulstone. Pick. Sci-fi movie where a small area of Earth is covered by this field zone that essentially combines all life together and makes them. Oh, ooh, ooh, no, 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 no.
There's that.
Fine.
Come back if you need the forge.
I didn't realize I had +2 levels of people. And I can't get that. Rest in peace,
The
my
forge is always hot.
will be missed. I go put on the
First Carlo, now Leah. There's something
put on the
and no one will do
a bit of fashion. AKA look at what the new spear looks like. I didn't actually put it on.
Can't be serious, Tomiris. Morgan's folly is
I don't think we got any new like
going back is.
This isn't like before. This isn't for the fort, for Akarat. Surely you
oh, we got this one. Artesian's knickers. And there's knickers. Isn't knickers what goes like? Isn't that underwear? Tell me I'm running around in like some dude's underwear. Okay. What do you say, game? What do you say? Then this one. Terrible. I kind of like that. Okay, big bonk. I'm feeling it. All right. Gonna go top over to Soulstone Survivors, which I have not touched in fucking forever. Like, I have not touched that in so long, and they've added so much stuff. I've been watching Smok play it, like, on and off. She's been playing it a lot recently. And then I played it a little bit last night. And it wasn't bad. I need to bring down the curse level because I was just trying to level oh, Path of Exile has an update. What? I'm afraid because the last time they did an update, it kind of like broke the game for me. Wait for that to finish before I open up Souls. But I'm trying to get the Death Knight to 70. I always knew the Death Knight class was like a throwback, or not like a throwback, but like, you know, like the World of Warcraft Death Knight. I could tell that it was like based off of that. And then they really made it obvious with the like new event, or not the new event stuff, but the new like ability stuff they added for him. Cause they're like, oh yeah, he summons 3 Ebony Knights. And I'm like, there is no way you just called, you just put a Y at the end of Ebony Knights and then like you just threw that in there. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's just no way. Alright, I think it has. I know they were okay. Yeah, it has it. All right. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. We're about to find out. I haven't used my controller in so long because like none of the games I play like really have it. Okay, yeah, it reads it. Okay. Yeah, so we need to get 70 to be able to even start crafting that. Yeah, this was the new thing they added. I hadn't like played it in forever, and then they went and they added skill trees for all the new classes, or all the different classes. And there's still a couple more that haven't been added. That was pretty cool. And this one. Alright, I'm gonna try the Doom build again. Yeah, so what they did is they gave the Death Knight the ability to collect souls, which you kind of have to run over. I don't know, I feel like they might change that, or at least like, I don't know if there's a passive that lets the souls like drag to you, because they don't seem to be affected by like pickup range. And there's been a couple times where I haven't, like there's a huge pack of like souls in a spot, but I can't do anything because there's a bunch of bosses just on top of it. It's fine. Because I need to farm this map anyway for the resources. This is one of the few maps they haven't given unique monster models to, because it's really cool, because like what they're doing is they plan to give every single map like their own themed like monsters that they'll have. Like this one's still in like the generic setup, because basically before it was every single map had the same like monster typing, and then it was just the map itself was different, and then they slowly started adding They slowly started adding like every map having its own like specific typing. I think the first map will have like these default guys, and then all the other ones are supposed to have their own like themed monster visuals. But yeah, so I can collect these souls, and then there's that like spot in the middle, which is also kind of a pain in the ass because basically I need to go and touch that middle point to summon the other Death Knights. And sometimes when you have a fuck ton of bosses and they're standing on top of that shit, it gets really annoying. But I'm glad it was just plug and play for the controller, and I didn't have to do anything to get it. Alright. Say hello to my buddies. Damage increase. It's like the main downside to the Death Knight is that you don't have a dash button, which is an iframe basically. Also, the souls don't last like forever. Yeah, they do despawn, which is a bit of a pain. It's my first time doing it with a controller, so I'm kind of just not being very smart about it. It does feel a little weird to like use a controller. I didn't even think I'd get hit by that. Oh, that's a wall. Alright, so we can handle 2 bosses at the same time. 3 bosses is a little much though. Basically, the whole point about this build is we just build a bunch of Doom stacks on something and then we hit it with Reap. And then Reap just deals all that damage up front and then multiplies it by 250%. Yeah. And you really need to prioritize like move speed on the Death Knight. Since you don't have like the iframe, you have to like be real quick to run out of shit. And then, you know, it's got the different curse levels thing where it's just like it's basically its version of adding like modifiers to stuff. Kind of try to save up for another batch of summoning them when the bosses pop up. Like the really interesting part is if you take too long to kill the bosses, you can have like multiple waves of bosses spawned at the same time. I actually don't know what like the meta is. The problem is that I think the Death Knight is like one of those where the or as in like what moves. Last time I played, it was very like beam focused. Like you literally would just stack all the beams and it would just murder everything for you. You stacked beams, you stacked multicast, and then you would just like literally laser shit down. And I even have it with reduced effects. And it's still just like covering the screen with wood shit. There they are. I hate that beam. Yeah, all the different classes have their own like different mechanics. But they did, it was really cool. Things they did. Oh, they got like a because the thing is the Death Knights have HP. So these two bosses together kind of like suck for them because yeah, see, and there it summons the other wave. They kind of suck because one of them throws down like poison AoE shit everywhere, and then the other one like just keeps doing these big AoEs. Holy shit, what the fuck? Welcome back, Vic. I'm about to die, and it's probably your fault, but it's okay. We're still friends. Yep. I just died there. Cracked one of my pre-deaths. Oh wait, you can use the wall to block shit now. Wait, did it really spawn 2 chaos? No wonder. Okay, that explains a lot. It spawned 2 Chaos Bringers in the same pack. I still not have enough. I feel like I should have had enough souls by now. There we go. Go to town, don't die. And then you get these little healing crystals that you can break to heal. On top of getting, I get a little bit of like, okay, you already died. I get a little bit of like, of healing when I level up. It's like on the wall. Whoop that ass, too fat. Dead Death Knight. Yeah, the problem is that like I still feel that like the AoE sizes for a lot of the swing abilities just are not big enough, and it becomes really hard to do anything when the AoE for the boss is like way bigger than what you can reach for the swing ability. Which was the problem the game had before, so it's still the problem the game has. Oh, we kill it. Can we kill that plague guy? Okay. Got some doom stacks on him. There we go. And then luckily, if you get the crystal after killing the boss, it pulls in all the XP crystals like in a certain area. So that's pretty cool. I'm running. Fucking touch me, baby. I'm free. love how relaxing like head empty this game can be. They'd be like, mellow, head empty. Look at all the shit going on. It's like, yeah, but I'm literally just going in circles. I'm going in circles until something kills me, basically. Ooh, shoot. Korean horseman, I choose you. More move speed? Say less. Speed racer, baby. Somebody signed me up for the Kentucky Derby. Got hit there. Yeah, I've been grabbing all the area of effect ones for Reap to try to give it more reach, but the point is I think sometimes the like out of bed here, yeah. Sometimes I think the reach is like for some abilities, instead of it being like away from you, it's just like a bigger cone. Like it doesn't actually like extend it out in front of you too far. Because we had we only had 2. Wait, did we only have 1? What the fuck did I grab so much? Damage increase? I could have sworn there was another one for it. I guess I didn't grab it, or maybe I thought I grabbed it, but then I grabbed something else. I don't know if we have enough resources to craft. I do. Sign me up, baby. Alright. The slashes targets in front of the direction you're aiming. Sending 3 fragments that increases damage roll. Additional time. Second. 200. Ah. I see. So then we're going for like a cold build. That's at 8%. Probably grab a couple of these next time. Alright. Wait, how much more do we need? Because I was farming that for this too. We need a lot. I want to get this because I didn't know they added one for the bears. There's a... what about other one? You also need 10? That means a lot of the weapons needed 10. I used it. Upper. I was working on leveling him up before Doom. That needs gold. Yeah, they put a lot of references to like WoW stuff. This is like this is quite like this is blatantly the what is it? Legion with the artifacts where they had different skins. This is one of them for the paladin, for the protection paladin. Need more silver. Beastmaster, which we looked at. The assassin, which I really don't care all too much for. But probably do it just to get him leveled up. You also need 10, bro. Fuck you. The necromancer, dude. It's literally Frostmourne. Yeah, this one got their new ones. This patch. I'm assuming these guys are next. Alright, Let's see how it goes. Basically, it's all about that cold damage this time around. I don't know, it just feels that like the close range swing abilities just don't have enough upfront damage to make it feel worth it. Cause like we had Reap, which not only was it a pretty close range like ability, it also had the caveat of needing Doom applied to then amplify that damage. Which is why I was also grabbing so many Doom abilities on top of like grabbing the biggest one is alright, so like I don't know if the aura is actually worth it. I don't feel like it is. The aura that comes with the weapon, I don't really feel like that was worth it. We'll take that for now. So slow and paralysis are like two. Multicast for sure. Leave that for now. Do this for now just to try to see if we can get a boost of XP right there. I actually didn't see what the, because each weapon actually comes with its own stats also, like passive stats, which all slightly alters sometimes how you play. It just also feels weird that he has a, well, because, well, it's kind of different because like his is apparently there's passives in the passive tree that affect everybody. So like for instance the cold damage one that I got earlier was sorry, I'm just looking. Oh, so that's why I accidentally hit the skip button. Because like if you're tired of seeing active skills, because you have this option where if you have active skills but you don't want any of them and you don't want to re-roll re-roll them, you can I can just turn off active skills if I don't want to see them anymore. Not me just applying like a billion fucking stacks of slow to then just gain the big buff to then like just kill the thing. Cause the way it works is my 2 gives me a damage amp depending on like how much slow I have on targets. Time to go summon the boys. If I can remember where they are. I've summoned the boys. Double stacked Blizzard on the same target. Epic. Would have done the same thing myself. Ooh. Many souls have been farmed to this day for the greatness of the Death Knight order. I also don't know if there's like a difference in power to the different Death Knights. I was looking at the wrong HP draw. I was trying to look at the Plague Bearers when I'm attacking the fire dude. I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty good so far, I would say. Yeah, I want that. Decos, sure. Which increase to ice. Move speed, because I need that. And then the really cool thing is like, so the way it works is that it tends to try to like prioritize the passives that you have on the like on your skills, right? So like if you have like a lot of swing stuff, it tries to prioritize like swing passives. If you have a lot of ice stuff, it tries to prioritize ice passives, stuff like that. Can you die, please? Can't take it this video. I'm a little too slow right now. Because since the Death Knight doesn't have like a dash, you have to use the move speed to kind of like offset. I walked straight through that. I was not paying attention to that. Also, you can see how much it's covering up, like the screen. I have it reduced pretty far down, to be honest. For what it shows. Like I have it like half. Like, so you can imagine what that would look like at double like the opacity of what it is. Because like I had to turn it down because before I had builds where you just couldn't see the ground, and the point is, the problem is that in this game you need to see the ground because that's where the effects are to show you that, like, you know, where the boss is gonna deal the damage and stuff like that. Oh, he's fucked. He had like 2 blizzards cast on him. He had like 2 blizzards, and I'm pretty sure the like Nova thing got cast on top of that. So I'm like, cause like what I'm doing is I am double stacking like damage amps. So what I'm doing is I get a damage amp for, like, I get a personal damage buff once my 2 gets casted that is reliant on how many stacks of cold I have applied on a target. And then I have another ability that deals more damage based on how many stacks of cold or paralysis is applied to a target. I'm just barely too fast for that. Apex now. Massive speed boost. Oh, this was a lot more effective than the, at least the Doom one that I was trying. So it probably helps when you can get a bunch of you get a little bit of a damage increase from your passive tree. I didn't realize he had casted the thing. Where's that tower? All the way down. Collecting my souls. I am the Lich King. Do not mind me. You fuckers, get out of my way. Where's my Sindragosa? Wingardium Sindragosa. Try to stay down here because I don't want them spawning on top of the tournament. The bosses. That's the only thing I don't like about the mechanic is that there's a specific, like, there's only one spot to turn it in. It's in the middle of the map, and if the bosses get on top of it, like, holy shit, you're in a world of pain to try to, like, summon your knights. I also got pretty lucky with the modifiers. I got a lot of like the magical ones. I think I have like 3 of the legendary damage amps. 2 or 3 of the legendary damage amps on my magical stuff. I grabbed one, I didn't mean to. When I put my hand back, I pushed the joystick as I was hitting A. Out of the 2 out of the 3 that would have been worth grabbing, I grabbed the one that was like the least useful. Also, they made this guy smaller. This dude. Actually, I think they made the bosses smaller in general. I can get a couple blizzards to land on it, I think we're fine. We're good. Because when you kill the last boss of the map, it changes the map. It just finishes it. Cool, we got a full run. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of 10. That one definitely felt pretty good. 10.9 on Frost Strike. 9.3 Ice Vortex, Blizzard is 8.5. The Ebon Knights dealt 4.4 by themselves. Not bad. Not bad. $13 Actually not that bad of a run, to be honest. How many more do I need for you to expect? Still no? Damn. I wanted to see what the end is. I don't like the fact that you can't see the full tree, to be honest. Like, I think I understand why they do it, but I personally, like, I guess it's probably because like I play a lot of PoE. I would rather just see the whole tree, personally. Yeah, he gets catapult. I don't know if they did anything to his. His felt kind of not that great when I was trying to use him on the map. I would say there has to be. Oh shit, that's kind of huge. Number of companions by one. That's actually kind of big. I did not. I'm just trying to get the stuff that I can get. I haven't done him enough. I should be like damage and damage of all your summon units by 2% per active summon units up to a maximum of 80%. That's kind of cool. Okay. Oh. Enough points to reach. Ooh. What's this do? Now find slivers of holy light, receiving divine inspiration from his gods to become vengeful, receiving major improvements while his inspiration lasts. Oh. See. Yeah, I think the only one I haven't like spent a bunch on is this guy. Oh, this is. I've heard this guy is actually kind of correct, but I guess you could try the Necro. The Necro would be kind of fun. But that one's a 70. Oh, we can do one for him, but the Necro is like 52. Plague Rat. That's not what I meant. What's a special one? Putrefy? Oh. That sounds cool. I wish I could like take this and then just click it and track it. And then like over here, it just tracks for me. But Oh god, I feel so slow. The Death Knight is just so fucking fast. We are the rats. Them stinking rats. Means I need to be careful not to hit. Hold on. They murdered my rats. Doing my best to like take abilities that I don't have to aim. The mighty rats. I'm just missing the head. Oh. Let's go! It's Stitches. It's not really Stitches. I like the hook, as far as I can tell. Void's usually pretty good. Featured hounds, let's go. Oh, that's what that number means. I was wondering what the little icon on top of this means. That's how many I have. 15 here. 4 of those. I didn't understand what that meant. That's really good because like it was kind of a pain to try to figure out like what you had. There's another one. I like the peach effect. Ella told me they left. I got my homies with me. Oh, get the food bag. Minion builds used to be so overpowered. I remember that. That was another one. The minions were so strong. Granted, they had a trade-off though, because you couldn't really focus them. Again, I kind of don't want to eat. Ooh, buzzard. I have to get used to being able to dodge again. Ooh, we got archers. But I don't want to drop the doggos. I kind of want to drop anything we have actually. I think we have a pretty good like thing going. Oh shit. Oh lady, thank you for the resub. It's nuts, goodness gracious. Hello, hello, how are you doing? Oh shit, I ate everything. Took everything for damage that you could take there. Increased damage, increased quantity. Damage. Take the strikes. Oh my god. Oh my god, he just fucking melted. Next down. Fuck him up. Holy shit, that's so busted. That's actually so strong. I don't know. His protection isn't. Multicast the summons, you bet. Having storms. It's just humid as shit over here. It was pretty hot today, and then it cooled down some towards the night, so that's nice. But the humidity is still pretty up there. I feel like for how effective, like I'm trying to compare the abominations with the Ebony Knights, which I would argue are more dangerous to summon because I have to go to a stationary spot to get them. And I think they should just do away with the summoning thing and just be like, when you get enough souls, it summons an Ebony Knight. And then like it just continuously refreshes them as you're summoning souls. Because like the sheer amount of abominations I've summoned, like, cause you only need 5 parts. You need so many souls to summon the Ebony Knights, like just one of them. And like, I don't feel like they're as effective as like the abominations. I mean, I guess we'll find out when we look at the damage numbers later, but they just don't feel all that effective in comparison. And it feels like they last a fucking long ass time. Yeah, that's like, this build could probably handle the next like, first level, which I struggled on, the Death Knight. It could also just be this build, because like the Putrefy. I feel that Putrefy is just really good extra damage. But I also think like the parts just have a much higher drop rate. And I took the one for the, well, I guess I could max out the one for the Death Knight. I don't know if I did or not. The Death Knight had 2, one for like increased chances to like drop souls, and then decrease the amount of souls you needed to summon. Yeah, the DPS on this build is insane. The only reason I even took damage there was because I just didn't dash through. Because I was still in the Yeehaw Death Knight mentality. Yeah, I'm pretty content with my skills. Yeah, I think they either need to like reduce how much, like how many souls it takes to, they could either reduce how many souls it takes to summon the Ebony Knight, or what they could do is they could leave it the same but just make it so that the Ebony Knight has like infinite duration after you summon it, and then after that like it starts out weak, and then as you sacrifice more souls to the altar it just buffs up your Ebony Knights. Because the abominations just feel way more like effective, and I don't think it's the case where like the A-bomb should be nerfed. I think the Ebony Knights need to be buffed. Because like I summon them and I honestly can't tell a fucking difference when they're out and about. While the A-bomb, like the abominations, like I definitely can tell the difference. Like they're so effective at what they do. Oops. Walked into that beam. We almost got that under 10 minutes. That's actually kind of insane. (10 minutes 56). Oh, I didn't actually mean to restart. I didn't look at the DPS numbers either. I'm so used to just autopiloting like real quickly through it. So they can apply to all my characters. Oh, I spun the wheel. How the fuck did I manage to do that? Because the Death Knight wheel was like over here, and now it's like down here. That's so weird. It's attack speed. I guess I can max that out. Yeah, see, I have this maxed out. I have this maxed out. I have this maxed out. Yeah, like I maxed out the ones for summoning. Max this out. These out. But it just doesn't feel like as effective, right? Halfway. We'll see if we can handle this one. This will be the last run for the night, though. Been a fun little change of pace, though. They are the rats, the mighty rats. They kill all the fuckers and give me XP. Yeah. You dirty rat, you killed my brother. Dirty rat. I think it'd be like nicer though if you could. I feel like the pickup radius for the abominations is farther than the one for the souls. Oh, let's go. We got them. With the rats and the dog. I might go for the, not the archers this time, but the or yeah, go for the archers this time instead of the mages. What the? Instead of the Doom tornadoes? Instead of the Doom nados, I want them. Oh, nice. Necromancer's gotta be quick on her feet. Get all the juicy parts. Oh my G. They couldn't even do anything. They all died. Guess how much damage this build has? Holy shit. What about this? Look at DJ Khaled of Abomination. I have so much HP too, Jesus Christ. Go to bed. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you get some good rest tonight. Hope we can all get some good rest tonight. Oh. It is nice that I can see myself through the thing, but sometimes, like, I think that I can, I can go through the wall when I can't. I haven't gotten the increased damage for the rats on the side. Rats are my boys. Actually, that's a lie. The fucking crossbowmen are my boys. Let's go! Fuck them up! I want this fucker dead, baby. Oh, that's a dead bot. We love to see it. Ashes. Oh, baby, increased quantity, let's go. Oh, did it only really increase it by one? Oh, slow though, Jesus. I haven't gotten any of the move speed ones to pop up. Good old minion builds. I miss playing this game, to be honest. It was really good. I liked playing it because I could just turn my brain off and just chillax and just have fun. That needs to die. Get him. They can't even do anything. Like, the bosses, they just sit there and they get fucked up. Also, I don't think I've seen an Abomination die because of, like, HP. Like, as in, like, he's not dying because, like, the bosses are killing them, right? He's dying because, like, his timer is running out. Which is insane. Because the Death Knights, the Ebony Knights definitely died because of, like, HP. the dog doing? Get on, buddy. They just do not stand a chance. Oh, that would have been really good for the Death Knight Ice one. Because I was applying so many stacks of slow. If we had gotten that one on the Death Knight Ice run, like, oh, that would have been sick. I way less move speed than... Yeah, I definitely think that, at least with this build, the archers are better like protection detail than the mages. Because like the mages, you have to wait for the cast to drop. Like they have to cast at something and then it has to hit the ground. While the archers they just bang bang, pew 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 pew. Stress free. I'm just running around, keeping myself alive. My minions are literally just killing everything. That was such an easy run. I think part of it is just because the abominations, like, I swear they deal so much fucking damage. Featured Hounds dealt 11 million, the Plague Rats dealt 8.9. Oh, actually, no, they dealt about as much damage as the, technically speaking, they deal less damage than the Ebony Knights, because the Ebony Knights, like, I summon a lot less throughout this. Because these guys, I'm constantly pumping one out, so he's just constantly dealing, like, there's always one active doing something. But really didn't deal as much damage as I was expecting. So I guess it's just like the Putrid and the Plague, like Plague Knights and stuff. The Plague Rats. Well, they're my little Plague Knights, you know. Chittering about. Which means that, funnily enough, we could probably do tier 7. Okay, see now I rotated, and now I put it back up here. I don't know how the fuck I rotated it the first time. I got nothing. When you kill an enemy, there's a 20% chance that it will explode, causing the following effect at their positions. Emit a large explosion at the enemy's position, applying rot in an area. That's kinda cool. Oh yeah. Yeah. 2 points. Pretty good, pretty good. Slowly getting more of my runes filled out. Oh, that's E. Interesting. Start the game with 1 skill point and 5 rerolls, but without your weapon's basic skill. That's kind of nutty. Oh, that's why the blizzard looks so fucking tiny. I forgot I had focus fire on. But like for minions, it's basically just a free 60% damage increase. It's a little too good to pass up. A little too good to pass up. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure this could probably handle that. Void Essence? What the fuck is Void Essence? That's actually kind of nutty. Alright, but that is going to be it for me today. Tomorrow, I'll probably do more of this. This is fun. This is fun. Especially because like I can play it with a controller. So it gives my wrist a bit of a break. So that's really good because my wrist has kind of been, it's not like super dying, right? But I've definitely been in a position where it kind of needed a break and I haven't been giving it the break it needs. But so I think like I'll probably play some of this. Like I'll probably do what I did tonight, right? We'll play like 2 hours of Diablo and then play like 2 hours of this until I get like the Barbarian through this campaign story and get that unlocked. Because the big thing is that like if I get the campaign, apparently in future seasons you won't have to replay through the campaign if you don't want to, and you can just level through whatever the extra leveling thing is, which I'm imagining what it is. Like that way I'll be able to do at least a season mechanic while we're doing it. So that'll be nice. Which is, I'm assuming, the reason why they're doing that. Because it feels kind of weird to be getting like malignant heart spots for in my like accessories and not being able to get malignant hearts. But we're gonna go really poofy. We're gonna go say hello. He's playing Valo. But yeah, so definitely gonna be playing this for a bit. TFT will be making a comeback. If not this week, I'll try to probably do it next week. Because the new set is live. The mid set change is live. So I want to get in on that, try to get diamond again, so that way I can get the skin, and then I'll probably like put it on the back burner unless I'm like really feeling it. But if it is early in the day for you, I hope you have a good day. If it was late in the day for you, I hope you are as well. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I do hope to see you all again in the next one.